Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Today's episode, nothing really trail related, garage related, somewhat, all right? But it's something pretty exciting. As you guys may be aware, the ZR2 is no more, all right? I parted ways with it. I got myself something different. For now, it's only temporary, just to cut down on costs. I got a Mach-E, guys. I don't like that car, but it's a short-term sacrifice. Okay, I charge for free at work. It only made sense. Okay, I was spending about $400 to $600 a month on diesel because that truck turned into my commuter. I had a hybrid vehicle that I had to trade in to get my wife an EV. We have another EV lease. We kind of went over on the miles, so it's just parked there. It's an expensive paperweight, to say the least. So I got her the cheapest Model Y on the market out there for the time being, right? But as soon as we get ourselves out of this mess I got ourselves into, right, it's back onto the trails, I guess. Okay, and I do miss the truck. I miss it a lot. Okay, it's probably it is the most capable truck I've ever had. For those of you that know, the ZR2 Colorado has locking front and rear differentials. You know, I had the diesel engine and that was awesome. It was perfect for me. I do not need passing power. I'm fine with that. I'll stay on the slow lane. All right, but I do need crawl power when I need it, right? And I don't know, guys. It's one of those things that when you have it, you just know there's room for improvement. All right, so as hard as it was to part ways with it, I am happy to say that I'm on the hunt, you know, so I narrowed it down to, I don't know, like maybe 3 more possible vehicles. I was planning on possibly getting another ZR2 Colorado 2022 pre-owned because they don't make the diesel anymore. And I really do enjoy it. I really did enjoy that engine. All right, I got phenomenal mileage on that. And I was considering maybe, you know, once things get better, going towards the Bison. You know, you have the full armor, the Bison front and rear bumpers. I mean, it looks pretty badass, right? But for my family, we were a bit too crammed up in it. You know, I did have a Silverado Trail Boss, as you guys are aware, right? So it started this channel and everyone was super comfortable in it. The thing is, that Trail Boss was way too big for the type of trails I did. So I decided to downsize when the opportunity presented itself. And that's when I got that ZR2. And man, that was perfect just for me, right? So now I'm considering a few things, okay? Let me read off of my notes here. Sorry, guys. So the next rig does need to be a little more capable, okay? Not to say the Colorado ZR2 is not capable. It was amazing. Those of you guys that rolled out with me, did a few OHV parks out there, a few trails, you know exactly what the ZR2s are capable of, you know? And I was considering the newer ZR2 as well. And that 2.7 liter turbo, it's a phenomenal engine, don't get me wrong. But when I look at the cost to that, you know, I don't really care much for the technology, more so for the capability of the truck, right? You pretty much end up with the same thing I had, minus all the upfitting and stuff I did to it. So I'll pretty much have to start from scratch on the same truck and pay a little heftier price on that, right? So ZR2 Colorado diesel 2022 is still on the table, okay? Another thing is, I am debating possibly going bigger. All right, enter Ram powerwagon. That thing is like a Gladiator on steroids. You got solid front and rear axle for amazing articulation. I don't have to worry too much about throwing one wheel up in the air and reducing my traction, right? So it's got front rear lockers. That thing is ginormous, but what do I run into? The problem I had with my Trail Boss. It was way too big, but my family was happy, you know? So I don't know, it's just one of those things where I'm just weighing them out for now, okay? And not to mention that 6.4 Hemi, it's not the easiest on the wallet when it comes to fuel. So if I was complaining about diesel costs right now, I'm pretty sure that gasoline engine, that big block, is gonna hurt my wallet a little bit. All right, so let me check my notes here again, okay? All right. Another thing that I liked about the ZR2 is it was my off-road rig when I just had it as a dedicated rig. And when I had to do work around the house, it got the job done. Same thing with the Trail Boss. All right. Now, the next rig, I was thinking that I need something like that, right? Something I could wheel and something I could work with. But I thought about it. I could get another rig, and I'll just buy like a $2,000 beater F-150 from the early 2000s with no AC, which I am perfectly fine with, and just use that as a work truck. It's exactly what it's for. It won't hurt me if I beat it up. So those few things are out of the way. The next thing I want is, I realized that with the ZR2 Colorado, although the aftermarket parts, was a lot bigger than with the Trail Boss, I still wanted more. I need a vehicle that's almost modular, that has a lot of aftermarket support, and that doesn't break the bank when you're buying bumpers, lift kits, and stuff like that, because, I want something that's extremely popular for the masses. All right, so I think you guys kind of have a hint at where I'm getting to. All right, if you guys could figure out or guess by this point where I'm leaning towards, just drop a comment and I'll let you guys know in a different video if you guys are right. All right, another thing I need to is, it has to be easy to work on. Again, going back to modularity, right? I want it to feel like it's a Lego, okay, where I could just take stuff off, put stuff back on, add more stuff to it, and take off as I wish without having to break a Sawzall out, without having to fabricate crazy stuff just to get it to where I want it to, or very, very minimal fabrication, right? And today, we actually went to a dealership with the family, right, wife and kids, and we sat in a few of those. We sat in one variation of it, and my daughter wasn't too happy with how it looked. She said it looked like it skipped leg day. So I said, don't worry, let's go check these out, right? Different version of it. Wife immediately fell in love with it. I thought the inside was a little too cramped for me, but the kids loved it, wife loved it. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me, because I love taking my family on these trips. Yeah, I could do some solo trips every now and then, go out with you guys, but taking family out is also part of the adventures I like to take. All right, so yeah, guys, it's between that ZR2, between the powerwagon, or I'm not gonna say it yet because I am leaning towards that last one. And I mean, it's one of the most popular vehicles out there right now. It's not to, I don't know, it's, you know what? I'm not gonna drop that many clues. But go ahead and comment below what you guys think, all right? All right, so yeah, guys, it's between that ZR2, between the powerwagon, or I'm not gonna say it yet because I am leaning towards that last one. And I mean, it's one of the most popular vehicles out there right now. It's not to, I don't know, it's, you know what? I'm not gonna drop that many clues, but go ahead and comment below what you guys think, all right? Guys, I've got an update for you. Pretty sure you guys remember my last video, or one of the last ones, where I was sent this SetPower fridge. It was about 2 months ago, and they sent it to me for free. I tried it out, I tested it, I told them it was gonna be a non-biased review. If it didn't work, I was gonna say it doesn't work. If it worked, I was gonna praise it. And so far, this fridge has been sitting in my garage for the good part of 2 months now. 2 months, month and a half, right, give or take a few days. And if you guys know the Central Valley heat, it does get pretty hot here. And this garage gets about 100, 110 degrees during the heat waves. Forget about it, guys. But it is a dual zone fridge. I've been using it in here. Again, sometimes I work out in here, as you can see, I don't work out that much, but I like to say I do, but everything has been cool and cold. All right, dual zone. And I mean, I keep these in here sometimes to drink. I got water bottles in there too. All right, and by the way, I'm not sponsored by Modelo, although I do wish you guys could shoot me a sponsor. I don't know what I'm good at yet, but we'll find something. All right, but as I was saying, this fridge, super small footprint, is awesome. It fits in the back of the Mach-E, and as much as I want to take an adventure, I can't. I was about to go on a trip with the ZR2, but a deal just came up on this Mach-E that I couldn't pass up. You know, tons of rebates on that thing. I had to do it, but I did try and make it work with this fridge. It fits easily in the back seats. It fits in the rear trunk area. And if you guys really want to, it fits in the passenger side seat. You know, the Bluetooth app has performed flawlessly as well. You know, there's a good support for it. When you email the company questions about how to use certain features, they respond right away too. So I really do love that about it. There are other fridges out there that cost upwards of $800, $900, $1,000. This one costs nowhere near that, guys. And there's also a discount code you could use. It's going to be in the link in the description below if you guys want to take this at an even bigger steal. All right, guys. So this is one of the most affordable dual zone Bluetooth 12-volt fridges out there. And you could also hook it up to a regular wall outlet in case you don't want to drain your battery on your rig. All right. And I mean, if you guys want to go out on your own, I'd say there's enough room in here for a person like me that loves to eat. It's about, you know, 2-3 days worth of good food in there. All right. The freezer, I don't use too much stuff that requires freezing. I just stick everything in the fridge, unless it's like coffee or something. I like to put it in the freezer for some reason. But yeah, this will definitely help you guys out. It's not heavy, all right? And as mentioned in the video, the material is similar to those regular coolers that you buy at the store, but this one feels pretty sturdy. You could even stand on it. All right, I'm 220, 30 pounds. I could stand on it, no problem, guys. It is extremely quiet compared to the other fridge I have that you guys have seen in my other videos. This one barely, I mean, it's humming right now, but you could barely hear it because I'm talking, right? So if you guys are in the market for one of these guys, it's something really to consider, you know. Take my testament as proof that these things, they last. It's been running nonstop for about a month and a half, 2 months now since I've had it, you know, and I can't complain. Once I get my next rig, this is going to be perfect because the back of that vehicle is not that big, and I really need to plan better on how I pack stuff to go on trips, you know. So there's another hint. All right, but nonetheless, guys, check out SetPower. A link is below, all right, in the description of the video, and there's also a discount code. All right, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna like this. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. I do have something coming up for the channel. Super excited about it. You know, I've been in the works of doing that for a few months, believe it or not. Just work schedules and finding the right program to do such thing have gotten in the way. Okay, but I finally found the perfect program for that. And man, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, guys. I'm gonna start a podcast because I still want to be a part of the off-road community while I don't have an off-road vehicle. And it's a great way to connect with people and connect you guys with people that are influencers in the off-road community and great people overall. You know, a few of them are people I've camped out with. All right, so I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to bring you that and provide as much value for you guys as possible. Okay, if you guys have any questions about anything, any one of my videos, I'm pretty good about reading the comments and answering them. If you guys want to be douchebags, you know, start a little comment section war, hey, let's go, man. All right, I'm just kidding. Although it's fun, I don't encourage it though. It's not nice, all right? But I will play sometimes. All right, guys, have a good one.